Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Thursday, welcome to Thursday's episode. This is a big one in a lot of ways. You've got Paul London versus Kevin Nash, that's pretty huge for Impact anyway. You've got Kurt Angle defending the TV title with a little bit of a twist, but not just that. You've got the Kingslayers getting a tag team title opportunity at Explosion. Stick around to the end of the video for that one. But the jewel in the crown, the number one contendership is on the line. It's Jeff Hardy, it's the Pope, two rivals one-on-one once again, but one man will go on to Destination X and take on Bobby Lashley for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's the plan. Let's see how it turns out. It's going to be a big episode. If you, I'm saying it now. If you drop a like on it now, just to let me know you're ready for this, that would be great. Let's go. Okay, we open up Impact in a bit of a different way this week. We open up with Chris Sabin coming to the ring, and he's talking about how he doesn't like what he's hearing from people. That people are talking about the Motor City Machine Guns, and they're talking about Chris Sabin being the soft spot in the tag team. That's not good enough. Chris Sabin is never a soft spot. Chris Sabin is always the best damn wrestler in the ring. And he heard Kurt Angle last week saying that he wants the best in Impact, the best in TNA. You're looking at him. So Kurt Angle, I know your open challenge is meant for later, but get out here now because I accept and I want it now. Chris Sabin challenging Angle here, flipping the switch. He's starting to really get what's the word? Let's say inspired by trying to prove everyone wrong. Kurt comes out and says, look, yeah, my open challenge was scheduled for later, but anything can happen on live TV. So kid, you're on. And Kurt Angle, before he says you're on, he sort of says to him, look, you've been having a tough time of late. Are you sure? And that infuriates Sabin, who is definitely sure. The little bit of talking down to him from Angle, who is just caring, but Sabin's not keen. So the match is made for right now is for the TV Championship, your winner, and still TNA TV Champion, Kurt Angle, for only a 65. Wow. Angle 83, Sabin 49. Not as good. That's interesting. I thought he would do well, but guess not. Kurt Angle wins. And yeah, the finish of this sees Sabin throwing everything at him. He even hits his finisher and Angle kicks out at 2 and 3/4 indeed. That's where Sabin makes his mistake, because he gets frustrated and he actually complains to the referee just once. That allows Kurt Angle to lock in the ankle lock. He even does the sort of wrapping the legs around to really kill him off. Sabin taps straight away. Angle retains. Sabin put up a hell of a fight, but it weren't quite enough. Brian Kendrick and Paul London cut a promo on LAX for 47. This is pretty good. Brian Kendrick was superb working with that script. Good. So was London, to be fair, so that's good. They're talking about how London takes on Kevin Nash tonight. And if LAX want to get themselves involved, they're going to have a problem, because Brian Kendrick is going to be at ringside and he will stop any interference. Will he? Right, Daniels and Pac then for a 50 rated match. Daniels only a 53, 42 from Pac. They don't seem to click, and it made for an awkward bout. That's a shame. Raven distracted Pac though for the finish. The finish saw Raven come out to ringside. That was enough for Pac to get distracted. The BME, Daniels wins, but it's post-match where it gets a little bit interesting, because Pac gets to his feet and he's complaining at Raven, and Raven just does this and calls to the back, and out come two men in hoods and in masks. Pac tries to fight them off, but it's too much. They are too much. They leave Pac laying, and then Raven, well, he tells them to unmask, and they do. It's Eddie Kingston and Kenta. You're looking, ladies and gentlemen, at the new flock. The new flock are right here. We're going to call them the flock. Raven leading the tag team of Eddie Kingston and Kenta. Big time. 36, but big time. Shark Boy and Kevin Nash got a promo on Kendrick in London. Shark Boy this time takes the promo. He pushes Nash out the way, similar to last week on Explosion. And Shark Boy says, if Kendrick's going to be out there, Shark Boy is going to be out there. 55. The match then, London versus Kevin Nash, gets us a 52, and that's a big result. Paul London pins Kevin Nash with a fast roll-up. Nash 64, 55 from London. It did really well, actually, for a 52. I mean, it's lower than the percentages. It's lower than the performances, but that's partly due to the fact that Kevin Nash was fuming about this. It's a problem. 52, good stuff. Clean win. But afterwards, London is down. Nash is down. It may have only been a short match, but these guys threw everything at it. And this is LAX's moment to take advantage. They come out with steel chairs and they start swinging and swinging and swinging. And yeah, Cool Sharks and the tag team champions both laid out LAX stand tall again this week on Impact. Samoa Joe cut a promo on Sting saying you need to be watching what happens next because I am going to be sending a message to you, Samoa Joe. So it's Joe against his opponent for tonight, El Generico. It only was about 3 minutes. It was very short, but he's still got a 53. Joe 60, El Generico 40. We're in the deep south tonight, by the way. And yeah, this isn't bad actually, but Samoa Joe completely destroys El Generico. I need to say Sami Zayn then. El Generico. He hits the Stinger Splash and he locks in the Scorpion Deathlock, and El Generico has to tap. Samoa Joe wins with Sting's move. How dare he? After the match, though, Joe decides to do a move of his own. The Concerto is back, and El Generico eats the Concerto, and we can play this up as a Stuart Irvine idea for sure. Blood starts peering through the mask of El Generico. He's bleeding from the mouth and the nose, and it looks like he may have broken his nose. 53. Pretty good. Jeff Hardy cut a promo on Bobby Lashley for 72. He says Bobby Lashley may have been attacked by the Pope last week, but the week before. Don't forget what Jeff Hardy said. Jeff Hardy is here to win the World Championship. And Bobby Lashley, you just ain't good enough to stop me. 72, good promo. 59 for this. This is good actually for a 59. Tag team action. Generation Me defeat the British Invasion. Those young bucks are at it again. Jeremy Buck pinning Doug Williams with a more bang for your generation. Stop it, you guys. Brutus Magnus was the weak link. That's really interesting. He got a 42. Doug Williams 53. Jeremy Buck 55. Max Buck 52. 59. Good stuff. Clean win for Generation Me. And this is sort of played up as Generation Me's biggest win of their TNA career, at least in the save for sure. And the idea is, can they take that momentum into the Ultimate X match where one of them could have the biggest win of their career without a shadow of a doubt? Right, moving on. Well, not quite. I forgot about this. The post-match angle sees Eric Young come out. British Invasion are back to their feet. And yeah, Generation Me are attacked by the stable. Suicide and Amazing Red make the save, and we seem to be set up here for a tag match. Oh yes, we're missing one person, so we do announce the tag match anyway. It's Young, it's the British Invasion teaming with Christopher Daniels. Why is Mauro Ranallo in the match? No, it's not. That's meant to be Max Buck, isn't it? Anyway, you get my point. That's 4-on-4 next week. All the people in the X Division matchup involved right there. Not just that, Bobby Lashley will be taking on Davey Richards. Davey Richards makes his Impact return next week. Ignore the fact that we had him on Explosion. This is his Impact return. That's what really matters. 48. Fine. Mr. Anderson is at his home in Florida. It's a video package in a way, but he's sort of cutting a promo on AJ Styles, showing how he's preparing to beat AJ Styles. We show him training, we show him watching tapes, all this sort of stuff. 63, and it's sort of said, look, I'm not gonna be touring to Mid-South. I'm not gonna be in Impact, but I'm gonna be right here preparing. 63, Mr. Anderson is at home preparing, right. Anyway, the tag match, AJ Styles and the Partnership of Pain defeat Rhino and Beer Money for 68. This is good. AJ pinning Rhino with a springboard 450 splash. AJ was the best, no surprise, with a 73. The worst was Tomko with a 42. Matt Morgan 52. James Storm, Bobby Roode bringing some decent performances. Rhinos weren't bad. Yeah, good win for the babyfaces here. But after the match, Mr. Anderson was at home. No, he wasn't. He was not. It was all a ploy from Anderson. He is here tonight and he attacks AJ Styles. At the same time, Partnership of Pain are at their feet when they're attacked by Beer Money. All 6 men brawling and brawling and brawling. Referees rush out to break it up. We have this. When we come back, we promise we'll have this under control. We go to break, we come back. It is under control, but a massive brawl to go to break. And then it's announced that Hulk Hogan's had enough of the nonsense and that at Destination X, Beer Money and Partnership of Pain are going to put their issues and they're going to take it to the ring. Beer Money versus Partnership of Pain at Destination X. Confirmed. Not just that though, AJ Styles will be in action next week. Like we said, every week AJ will be in action, but hasn't about this, a returning Austin Aries. Austin Aries versus AJ Styles next week on Impact. Wow. That's a huge match, really. The Pope cut a promo on Jeff Hardy for 71, and it's time for the main event. You got Jeff Hardy wanting a shot at the title. You've got the Pope wanting a shot at the title. These guys have had their matches before. Jeff really won the feud, but can he get the win tonight? Or will the Pope get a title shot? Which one of these two will be going to Destination X? Which one of these two will be number one contender? Neither of them. Only a 69. It was going to... fourth time we've done the match in start the stage, so it did punish us for that. But Jeff with a 77, Pope with a 62. So 69 isn't actually that bad, but the match descends into chaos. Bobby Lashley got himself involved. He attacks Jeff, he attacks the Pope, he attacks the both of them. And he says the reason he's done that is he doesn't want one of them. He wants the both of them. And he announces that at Destination X, he will put the title on the line in a triple threat because he will beat the hell out of both of them. That gives us a 64 rated Impact. Considering we were in the Mid-South tonight, which is obviously not quite as good popularity, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Impact this week, Explosion this week, oh my god, kicks off with The Flock. That's what we're calling them. The Flock 2 technically, but The Flock defeat Eddie Edwards and Richie Steamboat. Steamboat, of course, teamed with El Generico last week. El Generico suffering with a broken nose in storyline. So Eddie Edwards is stepping in. Eddie Edwards back with the company. You're damn right he is. He debuts the American Wolf gimmick and he, loses. He's on the losing side here. Kenta submits Richie Steamboat with the octopus stretch. Eddie Edwards the best with a 52. Steamboat 29. Kenta 47. 35. From Eddie Kingston, who was actually off his game. But the Flock get their first win. Afterwards, Raven cut a promo on Pac saying that Pac needs to accept his destiny. He needs to accept his calling, or he will meet his end. It's 29 for the Raven promo. That's harsh. Suicide defeated Desmond Wolfe for 46, but sustained neck nerve damage. Suicide, what are you doing? What are you doing, Suicide? That's not good. 46. We'll have to have a look at that. Thanks, Kevin. Daniels cut a promo on Suicide after the match, saying that a man like him could never be X Division champion in Daniels' world. AJ Styles cut a promo on Anderson saying that what he did on Impact was very clever, but he's not as clever as AJ Styles, and he's not as clever as what's going to happen at Destination X. Awesome Kong got a win over Candice LeRae for 30. Candice debuting with the company but losing and putting it in ring performance of 18. It was a squash. It was what it was. 30. Moving on. Kong Smash. We did an angle with the Black Machismo, Jay Lethal and Scott Steiner. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal was on his way to the ring for a match when he's attacked from behind by, you guessed it, Scott Steiner. He then got on the mic to explain it and sort of says that Lethal and Creed were trying to change Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner, who's got a scholarship and a degree from the University of Michigan, but they think he needs to know math. Well, Scott Steiner don't do math, but Scott Steiner does do an ass kicking, and that's what Jay Lethal has just got. courtesy of Scott Steiner. You're damn right. 32. Right, let's move on to the main event then. It's for the Tag Team Championships, because why not? Brian Kendrick and Paul London defending against the Kingslayers. The Kingslayers cut a promo first for 52, and Cesaro nailed it. That's good to see. The match itself gets a 56. Oof, not bad at all. Brian Kendrick pinning Cesaro with a get well soon. Third defense of the titles, and actually, you know what? Really good performances from the Kingslayers. They really brought it there. Did really well. I'm pleased with that. Really pleased. Of course, Kendrick and London retained, but that's really good. The show rating, 49, similar to last week. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so we don't have a number one contender. That was a bit of a bait and switch by me, but I apologise. We wanted to get to the triple threat. Bobby Lashley wants them both. He's going to get them both. We're starting to have Destination X take shape now. You can see a lot of the matches we're going to do. Obviously, the Ultimate X was already booked. You're going to do Samoa Joe versus Sting. That's booked. We've got now Lashley, Hardy, and the Pope for the world title. That's booked. So a lot of things are happening. Kurt Angle's got a mystery opponent. Oh, when you find out who that is, you will be very pleased. They're ready to make an impact for sure. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel for a whole lot more. I'm already freezing, so let's get out of here quickly. Peace.